This week I thought I'd try something a little bit different. I mean, I've been sitting up here alone on your screen for nearly 20 videos now, and it seems about time that I got somebody else involved. And so with that in mind, I would very much like for you to meet my test subjects for this month's experiment, Capsaicin.
Chilly.
You suck.
You're gonna die.
Gonna die?
A lot of people, it turns out, wonder just why spicy food burns your mouth, as well as, other places when you eat it. I mean, it's not actually physically hot, but it certainly does feel like it is. And this all has to do with capsaicin, a volatile compound that's the active component of chili peppers, as well as other plants in the genus Capsaicin. It's produced mostly in the placental tissue of the plant, which is the kind of really gross white bit that holds the seeds, although the fleshy portions of the fruit do still make some. Most people would also lead you to believe that chili seeds contain the most capsaicin, but they would be very, very wrong, as the seeds themselves don't actually contain any of the compound and so don't actually produce any heat. Okay, so that's why chilies are hot, but why is capsaicin hot? Well, biologists don't really know. I mean, it's not like they can just ask a chili why it wants to be spicy, it just is. Currently there are two hypotheses about why the compound exists. The first is that it's to discourage mammals from eating the plant, as molar teeth, which all mammals have, destroy seeds and prevent them from germinating, meaning that the plant can't make little tiny baby chilies. But birds don't have molars and are immune to the irritation, meaning that they can eat the plant and carry the seeds far and wide. The second hypothesis is that it's because there's this fungal agent that infects wild chilies, and this agent is actually deterred by capsaicin, so the compound may actually be an antifungal agent. Or both. Or neither. We aren't really sure. Okay, so without going into a lot of biochemical science, it's kind of hard to explain why capsaicin is hot, but here goes. Capsaicin undergoes a chemical interaction with your sensory neurons in your brain. These receptors are typically excited by physical abrasion, which is, rubbing, and heat. Because capsaicin is able to bind with these receptors, it tricks the brain into experiencing an abrasive sensation or one of extreme heat, or both at once. But it might be a little reassuring to know that even though it does hurt like the dickens, chili doesn't actually cause a chemical burn, nor does it truly cause any direct tissue damage at all, and the inflammation is just your brain being fooled into reacting to nerve stimulus. Stupid brain. Now I think it's time for an experiment. The quality of food being hot with chili is actually called pungency, and from ingesting enough pungent food, you can actually experience pleasurable, if not euphoric effects. With that in mind, let's see what happens when I convince my buddies to eat pungent things. Can I get them to experience euphoria? Can I trick them into drinking water to make things let's see how interesting this gets.
Alright.
It's like capsicum.
Oh, no, that's Oh!
I only have 2 pieces now.
Yeah. Why?
Okay, so the experiment has ended. Do you have any closing remarks?
I don't know what everyone's problem is.
Thank you for watching this week's video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can watch last week's video by clicking to the left, and you can subscribe to my channel by clicking to the right. You can also find me on Twitter and Facebook and Tumblr. There are links for that on this screen as well. Okay, thank you guys, I will see you next week.